live for this Wednesday, November 15th. Thanks for joining me. My name is Mitch Taylor. And the funny thing is that we're live at 7:55 where I am. I know for those of you on the East Coast, it's 9:55 right now. Excuse me. And that's what you get. Travel cough. And that's what we're going to talk about today is travel life. I have made it a career, if you will, of loving travel over the years. Good morning, Alton. Thanks for joining us. Good morning, Carlos. Looking forward to seeing you on the cruise, my friend. Looking forward to that. It's going to be a great, speaking of travel, it's going to be a great time on the Mobile Beat cruise coming up. Leave for that in a little over a week. Crazy. My wife and I leave for that trip a little over a week, and I am currently still on a trip right now. So travel life, it's kind of crazy. I've been traveling the world in different ways over the last 20 plus years. I kind of got that bug. My parents didn't travel a lot with us as kids. We went to Montana and had a great time seeing my Uncle Roy in Ovando. And that was a unique experience, being on a train from Boston to Chicago and then from Chicago up to Kalispell, Montana. And if you ever get a chance, I encourage you to get out and experience and see the world. Now, it's not all glamorous as we sometimes make it out to be or as our lives look on Facebook. But the reality is that if you don't step out of your comfort zone, if you don't step out of your own world at some point, then you're not going to have new experiences. You're not going to grow if you don't go. In order to grow, you must go. Experience new things in life. And I'm very thankful my parents got us out to see a little bit of Montana and the world a little bit there. And I had trips to Williamsburg, Virginia and Washington, D.C. growing up for band. But we didn't travel a lot. And so I try to give my kids that benefit, if you will. My kids have already been on 2 cruises. They're going to Hawaii coming up this year. I don't say that to brag or boast. I say that just to say, instead of letting your kids live through the history books, actually take them somewhere. My kids are going to go see Pearl Harbor coming up, and that'll be a great experience for them this coming March. So get out, see the world. It's not as glamorous. Right now I'm coming to you from a hotel room in Salt Lake City. And I have a great opportunity this morning to connect and grow because I went to Salt Lake City here today. I'm going to see a master at his craft, Jason Hewlett. And he's presenting for the NSA chapter here, Mountain West chapter, the National Speakers Association at Salt Lake City. And I'm lucky to have a connection in Rob Foray to invite me to be a part of this. And so I'm looking forward to that today. My experience with Jason, taking a lot of notes, and working on my speaking skills with Jason Hewlett. Good morning, Chris Hintz. Hope all is well with you, sir. So that's pretty much it. I just want to encourage you, give you a little inside peek into travel life. It's not all it's glammed up to be. It's changing flights, changing airports. I left a speaking engagement yesterday in Indianapolis. Finished speaking at 11:30. Had a great conversation with a woman who was interested in bringing me and Vicky to South Beach coming up next year, and that could be really cool. Carlos, absolutely learn from other cultures. Good morning, Robert. Learning from other cultures is so important. It's why we took our kids on the cruise we did. Our kids got to go to Amber Cove, Dominican Republic, and see truly how they live. And it's not a holier than thou thing. It's hopefully a humbling thing to realize and appreciate how much you have and how lucky we are to live where we are. Not that there isn't beauty anywhere else in the world. Of course there is. I love many of the places I travel to. Hey, Romero is awake for this one. Chris joins us. We're live at 7:55 in his time zone. I'm in Mountain time zone, I should say now. Chris is just a little ways south of me in New Mexico, and I'm in Utah today. Hotel coffee. It's okay. Not the greatest. Another non-perk of travel life. You're not in your comforts. You're not in your environment, if you will. You don't have all the comforts of home. So you're living out of suitcases, stacked in the back. I don't know if you can see that. My suitcase is just on the couch in the back there. It is what it is, man. It's travel life. I'll be living out of a suitcase here for the next, pretty much till the end of the month, except for 3 days. But I love what I do. I love traveling, speaking, seeing people, learning from new people, learning from new cultures, gaining new perspective. And if you don't travel, you can't take that new perspective and then apply it to your business. And I think that's where we often stop. We get caught in a rut. We get caught in a cycle. We're spinning on that mouse wheel, round and round and round and round and round and round and round, without actually stopping and looking and seeing what else is around you. That's important. And that's why you should get out and travel whenever you can to learn these new concepts, gain a new perspective. Yes, it's not as glamorous as it all cracked up to be sometimes, but I love it. And if I hadn't got the travel bug when I was 19 years old and completely left Maine and hopped on a cruise ship and moved to LA, didn't know a soul, then I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I wouldn't be the person I'm at today. So I encourage you, get out, travel, see the world, do something amazing. Even if it's just an hour away from your city with your kids or wife, you don't have to hop on a plane. You can. That's a great way to see the world, more efficient way to see the world. But I would encourage you to get out beyond your cubicle, get out beyond your own area and gain new perspective. Alton gave us a quote here. Let's read this quote. It's from Mark Twain. Travel is fatal to travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. Let me hit that again. Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. And many of our people need it sorely on these accounts. Broad, wholesome, charitable views of men and things cannot be acquired by vegetating in one little corner of the earth in all one's lifetime. Absolutely, 100% unequivocally agree. I've learned so much. And even yesterday, got in a disagreement with a Facebook friend of mine who I met as a dancer. I wasn't a dancer. He was a dancer on board the Carnival Jubilee back in the day. And we have absolutely differing viewpoints. But I still respect him as a person. And I think that's something else we need to learn from travel, is that the keyboard diarrhea rhetoric that we post and spew, that changes if you get up close and personal in the face and connect skin to skin with somebody else with a handshake or a hug and actually break bread with them. That mindset changes because it's no longer about he versus me or she versus me on a keyboard, but it's about togetherness and how can we help. So get out, travel, see the world, gain new perspective, and open your mind by opening your eyes to the possibilities of travel and what's around you. Even if it's just an hour away, it doesn't matter. That's it for Live at 75. Thanks for watching for today. Just a quick spout on travel. As I am traveling this week, tomorrow we are going to be chatting about, let me pull it up here for you. We're going to talk about setting the stage here tomorrow. It's going to be a quick one tomorrow too, as I've got a quick flight to Sacramento for a speaking engagement tomorrow night in Sacramento, and very much looking forward to that. So Vicki and I will be speaking in Sacramento tomorrow night for the ADJA chapter, and proud to be able to help donate monies back for Cammie and Brandon and their situation they had with the fire at their home. So looking forward to connecting with the Sacramento ADJA chapter people tomorrow, and we will see you tomorrow morning for Live at 75. See you tomorrow.